personal foul.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man. Beantown.
Ladies and gentlemen, the battery for Boston.
Ooh, what is going on YouTube? It's boy Jess Almeida here, back on YouTube and from Beantown Taste. We're back in with another reaction video, and we're back with another video here. Now, if you guys have not been living under the rock, I have not uploaded for about a week, and I did not plan on not uploading for that long. I had a video planned for you guys on Saturday, and honestly, Friday was when things started taking a turn for the worst, for me at least. Personally, I had some personal stuff go on, and I forget when it was on Sunday, but if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I posted a thing on Sunday that I was taking a break from YouTube, and honestly, I didn't know how long that break was going to take, and just been feeling down, not feeling motivated, and honestly going through some things personally, and I thought it was my best interest to not post for a little bit and to take a few days, weeks, whatever, however long it took to kind of get my mind back in the right place. And honestly, did I think it was going to be this quickly that I'd be back on YouTube? No, honestly, I thought it'd be at least a week from when I announced that I was going on break. Like, I thought that it was going to be until this Sunday that I would upload again. And here we are, we're uploading right now. It is Thursday. It's been only really 4 days since I said that I was taking my break. And not going to really go into detail of like why I've been feeling upset, what's been going on or whatever. I'm going to leave that behind closed doors. But I'm at the point right now where I just need to focus back on things that I like doing, focus on my life, getting ready to go for if Tatum comes back in March. Like, I have so many things ready to go for the month of March at Boston, at TD Garden, and I cannot wait to be in the building for some games in the month of March and to live my life as I normally do and bring you guys the best of the best content as possible. And the reason why also I guess I'm back so early is because I have support like you people. Like, there were so many people that reached out to me asking me, is everything okay, and having me in their thoughts and prayers, so on and so forth. Like, a ton of people reached out, and even obviously my close friends, Bree, Mike, Steph, Kimmy, Ben even reached out to me, and others also reached out to me, just asking if everything's all good, checking in, and having their best interests for me. So, appreciate all of the love and support that I've gotten from you people. Like, it means a lot. Like, it is undescribable how much it means to me that you guys support me the way you do, and you guys don't view me as a YouTuber. You guys view me as a human being who entertains and covers Boston sports. And that means a lot to me than anything that I have in this entire world. Like, all the stuff that's around me, the roof above my head, like, knowing the fact that I have a support system like this. Like, I knew I had a good support system, I guess, but I didn't know you people mess with me like that. To the point where, like, you guys are looking for my best interest, and you guys are there for me whenever I need it, whether it's on the camera, off the camera, whatever. So, I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the love and support, and I appreciate all the messages that I've gotten within this time frame, and the fact that I've gotten so many messages from you people from this little break or whatever, that really got me thinking, and, like, it came to my head where I'm like, damn, I love you all. Like, seriously, like, you guys are like a family to me. It's my Beantown Taste family. And we're back. We're stronger. We're still getting over some things, but I'm at the right state of mind where I can bring out the best of the best content for you guys. And I am motivated again to bring you guys some content. And we're going to go on with the show. And we're going to basically move forward. Now, having said all of that, I think the best video to start off after that little hiatus is Red Sox President and CEO Sam Kennedy at a press conference 3 days ago. Now, if you guys know me very well, some of my most entertaining reaction videos are from listening to this clown here. And I figured that the most entertaining video to come back from the hiatus is to listen to this clown here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I did hear him say a couple of quotes, not many quotes, but like, I did hear a few quotes that he potentially did say, and while I don't remember them off the top of my head, because this interview was, what, maybe 3-4 days ago, whatever, basically right when I announced that I was going to be taking a little bit of a break from YouTube, so this will still be somewhat fresh for me, because I obviously don't remember things that he said. I remember hearing some of them, but I don't remember, like, exactly the context, if that makes sense. So, this is a raw reaction still at the end of the day, and I know there's going to be a lot of questions asked about the offseason. Like, that's probably the #1 question that's going to be asked from him, and I wonder if people are going to be bringing up Alex Bregman stuff. Because I did hear that there were some comments about Alex Bregman in this as well. So I wonder what he's got to say about that situation. And we're just listening to this for laughs. Like, obviously, you guys know where I stand. Do I have my hat anywhere? I can't get it right now. I don't know if I have it around here or whatever. Nah, I'm not even going to bother looking for it. But you know where we stand. X gon' give it to ya! Damn, that's, what? Less than 2 months away? Golly, it's coming fast. Pause. Whoa, that was crazy.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I cannot wait for weekend at Fenway. Seeing Xander. X gon' give it to ya. The homeboy. I still gotta message Jair because I want to know if he's gonna be at Fenway for opening weekend, because fun fact also, this will be the first time Xander Bogaerts will return to Fenway Park playing. He has not made his debut against the Red Sox in Boston yet. He's faced the Red Sox for sure, but he has not made his debut in Boston yet. So this is the real return for Xander Bogaerts. This is the real return. I don't know if they're going to have video tributes for him or not on that opening day, but they should, I would think. I don't know if they did them already. I've heard that they have done them already. I think I already saw a video, too, where they played it. But I hope they do it again for him, because he was the backbone of this team for a while. And he was with this team for, I think, 10 years, whatever the number is. And in my opinion, he is the greatest shortstop in Red Sox history. Like, it's close between him and Nomar. Like, him and Nomar, but then there's a little bit of a gap there. So, we're going to react to this video here. Sam Kennedy talking to the press. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos. God, if you guys are new, you guys know what to do. Go check out the website. The link is in the description down below. If you guys be notified whenever we drop an upload, hit that notification bell so you be the first one to watch these videos. Patriots season recap article will be coming soon. I am going to be motivated again to get out some content, even on the website too, so be sure to look out for some content on the website. Be sure to look out for some content on here as well. I will be grinding away the reaction videos, live streams, everything, so on and so forth. And when March hits, that's when we'll be back at the Garden. And hopefully, Jason Tatum will be back by then. And if he is, you know I'm going to be there. And you know Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis are going to be returning to Boston in March as well. So we will be at that game most likely as well. And without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. was Sam Kennedy late to the press conference? Wouldn't shock me. He's late to show up everywhere. Alright, here we go.
It was a successful offseason. It was.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
It was a successful offseason. It was.
You serious?
It was a successful offseason. It was.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Wow, that is the quickest I have ever paused a video. That is the quickest I have ever paused a video. Oh my god, I did not just hear those words come out of his mouth right now. Did he say the words that I exactly thought he said? And honestly, right now, that deserves me to put on this. Like, there's no way that just came out of his mouth what I thought I just heard. There's no way, right? There's no way I just heard what I thought he said?
It was a successful offseason. It was.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh my god. This dude is a moron. Excuse the profanity, but I think you guys will laugh when I use profanity with this clown here. The offseason was successful? Buddy, what are you smoking?
You're smoking crack. Stop.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That's right. I know what he's smoking. He's smoking the same cigars that John Henry smoked when he signed Alex Bregman for essentially 1 year. You know what that means? Money. They don't care. That's right. They don't care about the on-field product at the end of the day. They just care about how much money they're going to make in a season with how little they spend on the team, on the field product. So that's why it was a successful offseason, because they essentially cut payroll. And they're going to try to sell fans that they're going to be a World Series contender this year. Good freaking luck with that. Good freaking luck with that. I swear, if I have to go through an entire video of him just spewing nonsense like this and trying to convince fans like they're actually a World Series contention team, like, I'm gonna lose my mind, and you guys are gonna have a banger of a video for my first video back. He said this is a successful offseason? Brother! You just lost Alex Bregman! After trading your franchise player away! You chose that guy over Devers! You lost him! You didn't get a power bat, which you needed. I could argue you need really two of them. Plus Alex Bregman. But, let's just say one power bat for now, along with Alex Bregman or Bo Bichette. You didn't get any of those guys. You really gonna rely on Wilson freaking Contreras to be the power bat? Good fucking luck with that. Off-season successful? Really? Nah, I give you F minus, 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 minus. The only reason why you're saved an infinite amount of minuses is because of Ranger Suarez. That's about it.
It was a successful offseason. It was long, arduous, lots of scenario planning, but excited that we improved the club in many ways. So,
how many times? Okay, how many times am I gonna pause this video? Guys, should I play a drinking game right now? To how many times I pause this video? Like, that's the point where I'm trying to get at right now. It seems like. Like, how many times can I pause this video in anger of this guy? Bro, I can see all those fucking gaps in your teeth, bro, from the lies that you're spewing out right now. You're not fooling me. That's for damn sure. And guess what? I see that little date right there. April 3rd, Red Sox home opener. I'll be wearing this. I'll be wearing this April 3rd, April 4th, April 5th. Because I rock with this guy. Because you guys screwed this guy over. Just say you screwed him over. He got his bag at the end of the day. But you pissed this guy out the door. You pissed Mookie Betts out the door. You pissed off Devers out the door. You pissed off Chris Sale out the door. You royally embarrassed Christian Vasquez. You royally embarrassed Andrew Benintendi. What's next? You made Bregman look like the bad guy. You told Schwarber to F off in 2021. Pretty much. You basically said he wasn't worth the contract that he was going to get. And then said, yeah, we don't need him. How many times are you going to say F you to the fans? And try to sell us the same nonsense over and over and over and over again. It ain't working with me, pal. I'm trying to send a message by wearing this. One of our own. It ain't going to do anything because, again, you guys are stubborn. You guys will not sell the team and you don't give a shit about the fans. But this is my best option. This is my best option. How many times are these fans just going to get gaslit over and over and over again? How many times? Again, I had this discussion with somebody today. And they were saying to me, why are you going to go to all 3 games for the Padres? I said, because I'm going to see Bogarts. You think I'm wearing Red Sox gear? No, I'm not wearing Red Sox gear. I'm wearing this. This is what I'm wearing. He's like, well, you're giving them money. I said to him, yes, I'm giving them money. But in the same breath of that, I'm trying to make a point. Like, I was once a die-hard Red Sox fan. Alright? And now they've just pissed our franchise players off over and over and over and over again. To the point where a message just has to be sent. So I stand with the franchise players that's been royally pissed off from this front office. I stand with them. I don't stand with him. I don't stand with FSG. I don't stand with the front office. Nope. Until change is made, that's how it's going to be. Simple as that. It's not gonna happen, unfortunately. I mean, I know when it possibly could happen, but, like, I don't want to really say that out loud. But that's just the reality of it sucks.
Good to have it over with. I told the guys this morning I hate the off season because there's no baseball.
You hate it?
It's dark.
Trust me, we hate it just as much because we know you guys aren't going to do shit in the off season.
So glad it's behind us, and now we're ready to move forward.
What do you think about the team that's been assembled here?
Look, we said at the end of the year we wanted to try and take that next step forward with.
Bro, volume up, Red Sox. Come on now. Come on now. Volume up.
This group in the postseason, and we obviously have a number of upgrades and additions, so time will tell, but there's a lot of optimism in that room, I can tell you for sure.
What do you mean you lost more than you gained?
I'm glad you asked that. This was our 25th meeting, incredibly, for John and Tom and myself, and it's not recency bias. This was the best one we've ever had.
Wah, 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 wah. Doesn't he say this every year, pretty much? You expect me to buy that? Really? I might need another soda. Just to pretend like I'm drinking. So I can play that game, whatever. Well, let me finish this one up. Jesus Christ. It's gonna be a long season. Right now, the line is like, what, 86.5 wins for them? That's the line. Smash the under. Smash the under. You want free money? You better hit the under. I mean, their rotation, I would say their rotation improved. They got Suarez. Suarez is a number 2 pitcher. Sonny Gray just essentially replaced Lucas Giolito. He might be a little bit better than Giolito. Bayo goes to the number 4 spot. And then they have Oviedo going to the 5 spot. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it should be Connolly early. But the rotation is good, I guess. That's like their strength, obviously. They have the best closer in baseball. Garrett Whitlock's pretty good. But other than that, their rotation, question marks. I mean, let's not forget they got rid of Brennan Bernardino, too. They got rid of Justin Wilson, too. They got rid of some good arms in that pen. Well, yes, you got Cutter Crawford coming back. You got Tanner Howe coming back. They got somebody else coming back, too, I believe. That I'm probably blanking on. But anyways, though. The bullpen's going to be a question mark. I forget who I was talking to. I might have been talking with Mike and Ben. I think they lost out on another reliever, too, if I'm not mistaken, after those 2 names. So, and don't even get me started with the lineup. Because they took a massive hit in that lineup. Massive hit. Their lineup is Roman Anthony, Trevor Story if he stays healthy. But then even that, I don't know. Really, for me, it's Roman Anthony and the rest are question marks. I really don't know how good Wilson Contreras is going to be at the plate for them. I've always thought Wilson Contreras was an overrated player. That's just my opinion on him. That's not me saying he's not good. That's just me saying people overrate the hell out of him. So, 86.5, I believe, is the line. I'm smashing the under. 81.5. I might smash the under on that too, honestly.
It was remarkable.
I have them, I think, 78. 78 wins.
Cora, Livy Breslow, and Bryce Fatsy.
Maybe around 8, maybe 80. They might break 500.
You would ask that.
They might break 500. Like, be right at 500, but that's
Alex Cora
it.
told me last night at dinner it was going to be a show, and it was a show. He absolutely nailed it. The theme was obviously family, and it was just incredible to see players, what their families mean to them. John Carter pulled together an extraordinary message for the players from their own spouses and kids and moms and dads, and it was great. I've never seen tears in a spring training meeting coming out of the eyes of our players, but we got it this year for the first time ever. It was awesome to watch.
You gonna name names on tears?
No naming names, but I just, if you could buy a stock in a family member of the Red Sox, Camila Cora, boy, watch out. Watch what she's gonna do next. Her message was incredible.
You guys have, talked about John's last public comments were in an email like 3 years ago about the team. He the Penguins kind of change a philosophy change for you guys, or just a smart piece of business?
Yeah, you sold the wrong team, guys.
A transaction that is wholly unrelated to anything we're talking about here today, so not complete. So we'll see where that goes.
Or just generally, where do you see the future of FSG?
I see a future of Fenway Sports Group that hopefully is a continuation of the first 25 years, which has been rooted in the Red Sox at the center of everything we do, Fenway Park at the center of everything we do, being...
Yep, there you guys go right there. See, okay, that quote right there says all you need to know. He mentioned the Red Sox at the center quickly, and then he went to Fenway Park. That's where they stand. They don't stand about the team itself. They stand about the ballpark. Because they know that people are going there because it's a historic landmark. They think, and this is what they're thinking right now. They're thinking, hey, the fans care more about the experience at Fenway than they actually do the team itself. So let's improve on the field, like Fenway itself, over the competition that we're watching. Like, we could give a rat's ass about that, honestly. Like, your message is wrong. If anything, it should be reversed. Or I guess I should say a mix of both. But for what you did this offseason, it's laughable. It's laughable. First postseason appearance in 4 years, and your only signing was Ranger Suarez? No disrespect to Ranger Suarez, but you needed a power bat first. You needed to sign Alex Bregman back first, or sign Bo Bichette. Those are the two moves that you needed to do first in free agency. If you wanted a number 2 pitcher, then you trade for one. You went about the whole offseason horribly. Like, the game plan was wrong from the jump. I promise you, the game plan was so easy. Like, it should have been that easy. I could have done the game plan for you guys. But again, you don't care about the on-field product. You care about the ballpark.
Active in the community, being center of everything we do, putting a winning team on the field,
oh, no,
winning
that's not what I
championships,
wanted.
and real act 5 years, which has been rooted in the Red Sox at the center of everything we do, Fenway Park at the center of everything we do, being
He had to change his answer.
active in the community, being center of everything we do, putting a winning team on the field.
That's not true, but okay.
Winning championships.
That's really not true.
And really having the next generation of fans experience what this last generation of fans have experienced. So that's the hope and the goal.
Man, you've given them a hell of an experience so far, man.
The last time we talked to you was at Fenway Fest.
Like, again, I know I'm pausing a lot, but like, again, I feel like with this idiot, this moron right here, I'm going to have to pause this video a lot. Because I have to really spew out his garbage. So, he talked about the next generation getting experience like the last generation of fans got. What experience have you given them so far? Every single year, it seems like a parent has to explain to their kid why you traded their favorite player. Whether it's Rafael Devers, Mookie Betts, you didn't sign Xander Bogaerts, you traded Chris Sale, you didn't re-sign Bregman. Like, that's the experience you've given your next generation so far. Seriously? Talking about the experience for the next generation? What experience did you give them so far? Right now, if that's your goal, you're doing everything the complete opposite of what you're trying to do. Because trust me, when you do things like trade away Mookie Betts, you don't keep Xander Bogaerts, you trade away Rafael Devers, you trade Chris Sale away, you don't re-sign Alex Bregman because of a no-trade clause. When you do stuff like that, how does it get a kid to like your team? It doesn't. It doesn't. Swallow your pride and actually care about the team that's on the field. Stop worrying about the dollar bill for one damn second. And think about the fans' perspective. You're not thinking about it. All you care about is the ballpark. I promise you, nobody gives a about the ballpark. Not a single soul. Nobody cares. Because when you go to that ballpark, it's going to have the same history, the same effect, regardless of how it is. Because that's how great that place is. You don't need to do much with that place. Worry about the on-field product. It's as simple as that.
Bregman signed with Chicago. I know you said
Yeah.
it was a successful offseason at the same time. How do you view just sort of...
Wait, what?
That's the hope and the goal.
Nesson's
and we're
volume
working hard
sucks,
towards
so I
that.
have to...
Sam, I think the last time we talked to you was at Fenway Fest, right before Bregman signed with Chicago. I know you said
Yeah.
it was a successful offseason at the same time. How do you view just sort of losing him and just some of the other guys...
Good question.
having to pivot so
Great. Whoever this reporter is, somebody give him a raise. Whoever this is, somebody give him a raise. Like...
just sort of losing him and just some of the other guys that you did pursue and having to pivot so many times this offseason to put together.
Good question. Good rebuttal to him saying it's a successful offseason. Great rebuttal. Great rebuttal question. I don't know who just asked that, but whoever did, give them a raise. That is a phenomenal question. That's a question I would ask them. Let's hear it. Let's hear it answer, Sam Kennedy. Let's hear that right now. You say it's a successful offseason, but the last time we spoke to you was before Alex Bregman signed with the Chicago Cubs, and you lost out on some names this offseason or whatever. How do you view this as a successful offseason? Bingo. Great question. Let's hear what you got to say.
It was a successful offseason at the same
All working hard towards that.
Sam, I think the last time we talked to you was at Fenway Fest, right before Bregman signed with Chicago. I know you said
Yeah.
it was a successful offseason at the same time. How do you view just sort of losing him and just some of the other guys that you did pursue and having to
Great question.
times this offseason to put together the team that you do have here?
Yeah, we so grateful to Alex Bregman and what he meant to us. But look, in the end, when you have choices the way he did, you work really hard to be in a position to become a free agent and to perform at that level. He chose a different path, and we wish him well, and looking forward to seeing him at the end of the season at Fenway.
End of the season at Fenway. Do the Cubs come back here? Is that what he's referring to? I gotta take a look at the schedule right now because of that. They play the Cubs at Fenway this year? And he said towards the end of the year, so that's gotta be what, September? Because listen, I don't have you in the damn playoffs this year. No way. No way I have you in the playoffs this year. Oh yeah, they do come back at the end of the year. Son of a gun. Okay. Interesting. I thought we saw them on the road this year. My bad.
The no trade clause thing. Is that organizational policy that you don't give out full partial no trade?
Another good rebuttal. Another good rebuttal. Somebody just asked him about the no trade clause policy. That's another great rebuttal. Good question. Oh my God. These reporters right now, A+++. Complete opposite of what I give a grade for your offseason, Sam Kennedy. Oh, great questions. Let's hear it. Let's hear these answers, man. You got your hands tied up on you right now. It's gonna be very interesting to see how you answer these questions.
Is that organizational policy that you don't give out full or partial no trade?
No, look, if Alex Bregman wanted to be here, ultimately he'd be here. If Alex Bregman wanted to be here, ultimately he'd be here.
Why are you the way that you are?
If Alex Bregman wanted to be here, ultimately he'd be here.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
But
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
Are you kidding me? His answer to that question was if Alex Bregman wanted to be here, he'd be here?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Is that what I just heard? No way he just spun this on the player.
is that organizational policy that you don't give out full or partial no trade?
No, look, if Alex Bregman wanted to be here, ultimately he'd be here.
No, man! No, that's not how it works! If you wanted him to be there, he would be there! That's how it works! If you truly wanted him to be there, he would be there! How about you guys take accountability for once in your lives as the owners of the Boston Red Sox? You guys haven't taken any accountability in the last 5 years. Zero. None. This has nothing to do with the player. You ultimately chose him over Rafael Devers. He saw what you did to your franchise player. He has every right to ask for stability. He's what, 32, 30, whatever, however old he is? You think he wants to get traded right now in his career? Definitely not. In terms of the mindset of players, you know how the Red Sox operate? I'm going to cross sports real quick. This organization that I'm about to say is not as cheap. Shouldn't even say they're cheap, really. But the way they run their operations, I see so many similarities. The LA Clippers. They run like the LA Clippers. On the bright side with the Clippers, at least they're willing to spend money. These guys aren't, however. Well, yes, the way they run their operations is a joke. These guys do too. He really just said it. out loud that if Alex Bregman wanted to be here, he'd be here. I would understand that, Sam Kennedy, if you offered him the most amount of money and you gave him exactly what he wanted. I would understand that quote then, but you didn't do that. You guys half-assed it the entire offseason with that guy, basically saying the best offer we can do for you is 4 years at $120 with a 5th-year option for $35 million or whatever the number was. He said no deal to that, and he goes, and you went, ha, good luck getting another offer better than that. And guess what? He did. He did get a better offer than that. So when you guys learned that he did, you guys went, oh shit. Now we gotta panic. We'll offer you 5 at 150, whatever the number was. He goes, cool, fine. These teams are also offering me no trade clause because I want stability. And you came flat out and said, we don't do that. We don't do no trade clauses. What? This team thought they had the leverage on him. That's what it was. The Red Sox thought they had the leverage on Alex Bregman. They mismanaged the asset. Once again. And now, not only did you lose Alex Bregman, but Rafael Devers is gone now because you guys went about the whole situation with Bregman the year prior the wrong way. Like, you guys signed Bregman to be the second baseman. You didn't sign him to be the third baseman. I think, honestly, I hurt my wrist, too. When I just fell back in my chair. I know it was a slow fall or whatever, but, like, you guys got to understand, too, like, all the weight's on the bottom, so it takes a lot, really, to fold back and get me to fall in this chair. But no accountability whatsoever by these guys. That is all you need to know. That is all you need to know. The fact that they're not willing to take accountability on all these mistakes. Blatant mistakes. They don't care. They don't care about you people. He said if Alex Bregman wanted to be here, he would be here. No, it's the other way around. If you wanted him to be here, he would be here. That's how that works. The only way, Sam Kennedy, your quote makes sense is if you actually offered him the best offer and he still turned it down. But we all know you didn't do that. So you're wrong here. That's a blatant lie. I don't even know if I want to keep looking at this idiot. Because the more I keep looking at him, it pisses me off. We're 5 minutes in the damn video. I've probably been recording for like 15 minutes already. Just the reaction itself.
Bregman wanted to be here. Ultimately, he'd be here.
But as an organization, is there a policy to not give out no trade clauses?
We try not to talk about organizational policies and the finer points of negotiations because it just doesn't serve you well if you.
You are a moron.
It's theoretical, right? It's hard to know. Hard to know is there's many different parts of a contract negotiation. We did not come to an agreement, so obviously he's a Chicago Cub and wish him well until the end of the year.
He did ask for one, though, right?
I don't want to go back and look at,
Of course he did.
Points of a negotiation.
Why wouldn't he?
Think about the group that we have in here now.
What does a successful 2026 season look like? What, you snapped a playoff drought last year.
Yeah.
Stay long. What's on?
I don't even have that answer, to be honest with you.
An acceptable outcome.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Playoffs?
I think we said it at the end of the year. Getting back to the postseason was step one, and now we're looking to taking that next step. I think we won 89 games last year. We want to build on that regular season win total, get into the postseason, stay healthy, and take that next step in October. Obviously, winning a World Series is the ultimate goal. But we're also realistic. It's February, and we want to just make sure everything we're doing now is geared towards playing baseball in October, being healthy. Alex Cora, as he always does,
he was saying it.
Speech he talked about this,
and then he added the but.
He talked about
their goal is not they're not championship driven no more.
Some woman turned around to him and said, "Okay, we're now at the start." You know, like now we're at the start, and we have to go from here. And I think that was very appropriate for today. This is such a marathon. It's such a grind. There's nothing like 162. You guys know that better than anybody. So getting back to the postseason and taking that next step in October is the goal. You know, that should be our goal each and every year.
Did you or John or Tom talk to the group, or just let Alex do his thing?
Yeah, a couple of us said a few words, but today was about, as I said, Camilla, Livy, Bryce, other family members had great message. They were the star of the show.
Was John one of the ones who said words?
Sorry?
Was John one of the ones who said words?
John was there. He talked to the
Yeah,
players.
where is that sleaze bag?
You haven't had a home playoff game for 5 years, right? Is that part of when you talk about next steps? You know, kind of strange. Haven't had a playoff game at Fenway Park in that long.
Yeah, we had a exciting season last year with Fenway sort of being back night in, night out all summer long, and in September playing meaningful games. But yeah, there's just nothing like October baseball at Fenway Park. And I think a lot of the guys that Brez and the team have brought in are really fired up. I mean, Sonny Gray made it pretty clear, like, he's here to win a World Series. Wilson Contreras made it pretty clear he wants to win a World Series. So it's exciting time of year. We're so fortunate. I mean, we're up 5% over last year. We've renewed.
That you know what? That's a lie. I gotta expose. If you're 5% up from last year, then why are you emailing me 2 times a week? And actually, no, even more than that. 3 times a week to become a season ticket holder. I'm on, I think, 8 emails from you people right now. Within the last 3 weeks. No, you've taken a hit in sales. You've taken a dip. I have at least 6 screenshots of emails from you people. From the same ticket rep. Trying to get me to become a season ticket holder for you guys. You're up 5%? Something tells me you're not up 5%. Something tells me that you've lost in sales so far. I wonder why, man. I wonder why.
25% of our season ticket holders. You know, there's lots of different ways to measure fan interest and fan engagement. I think our fans understand that this is going to be a very competitive baseball team, and they bought in last year, and hopefully we can earn their trust and support. And they'll buy in 2027.
Did you guys end up adding more salary and putting your payroll at a number that was higher than you maybe thought coming into the offseason?
Yeah, I always get in trouble for saying we don't want to talk about our payroll because it doesn't really help us competitively. That said, look, there's years we've been over the CBT. that have gone very well. There's years where we've been under the CBT that have gone very well, and we've also had failure being over and under the CBT. It's never been a hard line for us. It's always been a guide. Obviously, you can do the math. You know where we are. I think it just shows that
between your last 6 seasons,
Linda
you only had really 2 successful seasons.
And the ownership are continuing to put the resources necessary into the Boston Red
One
Sox
for sure
to be successful. But now we got to go out and do it.
Same question as we have to Fenway Fest with some more moves being done. How do you look at the reallocation of Rafi's money now?
Yeah,
well,
good question.
Seen it, right? You've seen the reallocation in many different ways. All the moves that have been made are a reflection of using resources that we're lucky to have.
What do you think about not really?
Say about the Rafi money. What moves did you make based on the Rafi money? Rangers forward, that was it. What? You really putting Wilson Contreras, Sonny Gray on that list? For the Rafi money? What? What are we doing here, dude? No, your offseason was a failure, bro. You did not hold up to your promise that you'd be putting that money into better use. You didn't. If you did, Alex Bregman or Bo Bichette would be here. And Pete Alonso or Kyle Schwarber would be here. If you did those things, then yes, you held to your promise. But you didn't do that. So you lied again.
Well, you can't replace someone like Rafi. He's just, as an individual, exceptional hitter. And so
why did you trade him then, you dumb fuck?
25 years, you've been around a long time. How different does this roster feel than the days of Ortiz and Manny and Mookie and even Rafi?
Yeah. Well, the thing, look, we have to find our identity. You don't have an identity on February 15th. That said, we've clearly...
I got a question for you guys. Who's really the leader of this clubhouse?
Starting pitching and bullpen.
Because that was a big part of Bregman's role last year. Now that's gone. Where's that leadership going to come from?
We've had elite pitching, especially top of the rotation type pitching. So that obviously is something that stands out, at least as we sit here today. But as Rez has said many times, you can never have enough, ever. I shudder when you hear people say, "What are you going to do with all these pitchers?" Like, don't say that out loud. So, but that was an area of focus this offseason for sure.
You look though and say, where are the home runs going to come from?
Yeah, good question.
It's an opportunity for guys to step up and generate offense.
Oh my God, you're relying heavily on the young core again, dude.
With this outfield, but we're gonna have to go out and do that.
Bro, I feel so bad for the young guys. They have so much pressure on them this year.
Another,
especially with some coming off of injury too.
Success here has been a combination of young, homegrown talent, and then bringing in outside veteran leadership.
Where? Where is that? You saying Contreras? I've been hearing Cardinals fans say, "You think Devers is a diva?" Just wait. I've heard that from people that are St. Louis Cardinals fans. Oh, you think Devers was a diva for the Red Sox? Wait till you see Contreras. So where is that veteran leadership coming from? Is it Sonny Gray? Trevor Story? Davy Crockett? Garrett Crochet? If you guys don't know the joke, then you don't know the joke. But where is it coming from? You lost it. It's plain as simple as that. You lost it.
Is a great thing. I know he's really excited to be healthy. His parents were great participants in today's meeting.
Who?
Is a great thing. I know he's really locked down for a long time. Is a great thing. I know he's outside veteran leadership and players. So to have Roman here locked down for a long time is a great thing. I know he's really excited to be healthy.
You just bought out his arbitration years
his parents
and
were,
gave him 2 years extension on that.
Participants in today's meeting.
I can't wait to see how you handle that situation when it's time to pay him again.
Appreciation for his teammates and prayers for health, which we all share.
From your seat, how would you describe the labor situation as it sits right now?
I would not talk about the labor situation if I were in my seat ever. That's how I would talk about it.
There's gonna be a lockout after this year.
2026 Red Sox, and that'll play itself out in due course.
A lot of baseball fans, I think, worry about next year in like sort of an existential way about the sport they love. Will there be baseball? Will there be a full season? What would you say to people who are nervous 1 year out about that?
Look, I got laid off in 1994 in August from the Yankees. I got let go because of that was a lesson in labor relations. So
seems like they made a right call.
It's difficult, but our commissioner has a track record of maintaining labor peace, and so
I wonder why they made that decision.
Pray for that.
Kind of not shocked.
Focused on 2026 and this club.
Rex entering his third year running this team. I know some of the predecessors of recent years have had a 3 or 4 year tenure. How do you evaluate what he's done with this organization so far, and how do you kind of view just his future and maybe how well you do this year hinging on his future?
Look, Brez, I think the results speak for themselves, and what I mean by that is look at the decisions he's made, look at the performance of the team, getting us back to the postseason, making incredibly bold, decisive decisions, having firm conviction in the type of team he wants to build, building a complete roster, focusing on wins and win totals, something we talk a lot about, not individual players, but his job is to build a team, and so very, very pleased with Craig and everybody in baseball operations for that matter. It's been a good first couple years for Brez, and very confident in him and his ability to lead this baseball operation.
Now that you guys are a year removed from signing Bregman and then kind of making positional changes and then the Rocky trade, how would you kind of evaluate what that situation was like? Is there any lesson or takeaway that you guys had from just how all of that played out?
Yeah, I mean, look, we all have to do what's in the best interest of the organization, right? That includes, on us, we have to make really hard decisions, and that was among the hardest in 25 years here. That was among the hardest, and would we have done things differently leading into it? Absolutely. You question yourself, where did we make mistakes? What could we have done better? But at the end of the day, we were faced with a decision that was a hard one, and we made it. I'm really proud of everybody who worked together on that, and time will tell. We'll see how the results are, but it was a tough decision.
What are the answers to those questions you ask yourself?
Well, I think communication, you can always do better in communication, all of us. So, and that's two-way communication. It doesn't serve anybody well to hold, well, at least easy for me to say, I don't hold much inside. Talk, share, communicate, especially in a world where we're all, like Dan Shaughnessy right now, staring down at his phone. We're locked in, right? We're locked into these devices. We're reading things. We're believing things on social media that aren't true. They're being generated by bots, people that aren't even real. Like, let's talk to each other. Let's be human and improve our communication. I think that'll serve us all really, really well. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad. Sorry. No, I just easy target. Easy target. Sorry.
Sam, the human aspect of it, Garrett Whitlock a couple days ago shared when he's leaving Boston, his coffee server said to him, hey, you guys had a great year, but you failed. You came up short, something like that. Did you hear that at all?
Every day. You know, and that's what's so great. Like our fans are, if you're out in the world and you're out in Maine or Vermont or Connecticut, Rhode Island, seeing fans or sponsors or alums, our fans love this team, and they deserve nothing short of.
They love them more than you
baseball, playing baseball in October, and when we don't do that and going deep in October and ultimately winning a World Series, the standard here now is a championship. I was thinking about the Patriots. I mean, what an amazing season they had, and it's like, yeah, well, we didn't win the Super Bowl, so we failed. So yeah, one hand you fail, but at the same time, what a step forward that organization took. And so it's
going to be a while till you guys get there with you guys in office.
Very high end of the professional sports world, and so we love that environment. We want to be in a place where winning it all is the expectation.
Sam, fans often equate payroll with that effort.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a reasonable and fair
Yeah.
thing for them to do?
Yeah, I mean, you have to invest in your baseball operation in every area: major league payroll, international facilities. So yeah.
So why haven't you guys done that then?
Dollars is one major piece of showing a willingness to be competitive and to be all in. There are certain economic realities in different markets where you only have a certain amount of revenue that you can generate.
Big market team, bro. That's
competitive and to be all in. There are certain economic realities in different markets where you only have a certain amount of revenue that you can generate to then reinvest into the team.
You guys are the most expensive ticket in baseball, in the sport. You generate the most amount of income in the entire sport. One of them at least. It's like you, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Mets, like you're on that top tier. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Are you sitting here saying you don't have the money to spend? Like that? Is that what you're saying, dude? Because that's a blatant lie if you're saying that.
You only have a certain amount of revenue that you can generate to then reinvest into the team. But again, if I'm a fan, I don't care about what our limitations may be on our revenues. So that's for us in the front office to figure out. Fans care about who's out there. Are they giving it their all? And are we winning baseball games or losing baseball games? But short answer is yes, that's a fair indication of showing a willingness to be competitive.
So do you understand the frustration with fans seeing the investment, say, in Liverpool, and I know you say they're separate entities, but that side of things where fans are frustrated with maybe all the spending on that side and from their perspective, less spending for Red Sox?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that close to it, but I can tell you Liverpool fans are very frustrated right now. Yeah.
A couple years ago, when you spoke to us on Full Squad,
Seems like a pattern.
you said, nobody asks us these questions when we're winning. So, like 2 years later, 3 years later, whatever it is, do you feel like you guys are taking steps to get closer to eliminating all those kind of questions? So,
yeah.
Sam, a couple years ago when you spoke to us on Full Squad Day here, you said, nobody asks us these questions when we're winning. So, like 2 years later, 3 years later, whatever it is, do you feel like you guys are taking steps to get closer to eliminating all those kind of questions?
Whoever just asked that question, it's been 5 years now. She say 2, 3. You know what's funny? I heard the voice, and I know who asked that question. I know who asked that question. I get where you were going with it, but you gotta tweak it a little bit more. A little bit more. If you do that, great question.
You guys are taking steps to get closer to eliminating all those kind of questions.
Are you getting closer to... I mean, the answer to that is no. I mean, he's going to say yeah, but, like, the answer to that is no. Because you haven't got close to winning. The answer to that is no. And then you pull off an offseason like you just did. Like, how is the answer yeah? I'll give her, you know what? I'll give her a lowercase W now that I'm thinking about for that question. Because here's what I'll say in terms of that question. Maybe that's what she's trying to get at with the question. Is that, hey, even though, like, these questions keep popping up, where do you guys stand with the narrative or whatever? And the fact that you guys are championship driven, as you say, do you feel like you're getting close to achieving that goal? Where the noise can just stop. Maybe that's what she's trying to get at with that. So I guess I'll give a lowercase w, but the answer to this question should be no. He's going to say yes, but the answer to her question saying, do you guys feel like you guys are getting close to getting rid of these questions? The answer to that should be no. Because they haven't came close to winning a championship. They've got close to get in the dance. But they were still somewhat investing in the team at that time. They haven't really invested in the last 4 years. 5 years. So, and they haven't even came close. So the answer to that is no. The answer is no.
We won't eliminate any deserved criticism or questioning until we're back holding that trophy in October. Like, that's what it's all about.
So he answered it no. Okay. That's the first time I think I've heard him say a truthful answer.
Oh yeah, there's no ceiling on the 2026 Boston Red Sox. This group, if things come together and we have good health, I think sky's the limit for what we might be able to achieve. But
even he had to laugh at his answer. Bro, you're not beating the Blue Jays right now, dude. You're not even getting to the damn dance.
There's only one that for me is like, you know.
Oh my God.
That's that, you know, we might not care or have the passion for winning. That one, because I just know it to be untrue. So that one gets.
It's not untrue, but okay.
There's one way to address that, however. So that's on us.
What's the one way?
Win.
No, the one way. The step one is actually getting a roster that can compete for a championship. That's number one. And you guys don't have that. You don't. It's as simple as that. You don't have it. You're not going to do it with this roster. You're not going to do it with the mindset that you have in free agency, in off-season. You're not going to get there. You will not get there because your mindset is like the Athletics, the Tampa Bay Rays. Those teams do not win championships when they have that kind of mindset. They don't. So until you realize that what you're doing is not working, Until you realize that, it's not going to change. Again, I know you don't care. That's the moral theme of this at the end of the day. You don't care. I cannot stress that one enough with you people. They just don't care about any of this. They don't care about the on-field product. It's how much revenue they can make at the end of the day. That's how it is.
But growing up here as somebody who was such a big Red Sox fan your whole life, and knowing that these people who are saying these things are not in the room with you guys, can you kind of understand why they would think?
Yeah.
That's a great... Okay, now that's a good question. Now that's a good question, girl. Yes. Wow, you guys are going to put that on a sus compilation of mine. I sounded like Karl Anthony Towns there.
It's crazy because after all that, they took him off the court to put him even closer to the locker room.
But yes, that's a good question. That is a great question.
Win. Win.
But growing up here as somebody who was such a big Red Sox fan your whole life, and knowing that these people who are saying these things are not in the room with you guys, can you kind of understand why they would think and say these things to you?
That's a great question.
Absolutely. When you're not, getting to that last game in October and winning your last game in October.
When you're not making the effort to get yourselves in the best position to get there.
Look, my own son is constantly texting me like, why are we doing this? Why wouldn't we do this? Who's doing this? How are we gonna have more offense from the right?
It seems like your son should have your job, honestly. Seems like your son knows more than you do. Seriously. Yee. Your son's more of a ball knower than you are. But her question was...
in October and win.
People who are saying was such a big Red Sox fan your whole life, and knowing that these people who are saying
Coming from being a big Red Sox fan your entire life, and knowing that these people feel the same way, do you understand why they have this frustration right now?
Absolutely.
Basically, that's again, the volume's soft, but like,
getting to that last
it's a great question.
game in October and winning your last game in October, the frustration sets in. I mean, look, my own son is constantly texting me like, why are we doing this? Why wouldn't we do this? Who's doing this? How are we gonna have more offense from the right-handed side? Who's gonna play second? Who's gonna So
he's smart.
Of course.
Unlike you, he's smart.
And again, it's just different here. Baseball. And
can your son please take your job, bro? Can your son please take your job, bro? Because it sounds like he actually cares about the on-field product more than you! Wow! Hey, can you be fired and your son get hired, please? Golly, man! Your son knows more about the Red Sox than you do! Because he's in it to win it! Unlike you, where you're just in it for the revenue, and that it's an asset. Like, the team is an asset. That's what we really need to petition. We need to petition for Sam Kennedy's son to take over his job. That's what we really need to do.
Boston is a whole different level, and if you grow up here as a fan, you know exactly what fans are thinking, and you want to give them the best possible outcome every single year. So it's very emotional. It's all rooted in passion. Like today, it's just being here for 25 years and being privileged to be part of the Red Sox organization is something none of us take lightly in management. Whatever position you have in the organization, whatever position you are in ownership, this is a privilege, and we all just really appreciate it. We don't want to waste it. We don't want to waste the opportunity. The late, great Larry Lucchino, a mentor to all of us, would always remind us, like, don't waste this opportunity, Don't waste an opportunity to win in Boston, because there's just nothing like winning in Boston.
feel like you've wasted any opportunities?
Great question.
Well, we've had years where we haven't won a World Series, so yeah, I mean, you look back and I think the way that
Yeah, you're not taking his advice lightly. Well, you are taking his advice lightly.
Even me, even as optimistic as I am, you do focus on things you could have done better to win more baseball games. But you know, you also have to keep an eye on the future and moving forward.
Does being a lifelong fan make it easier or harder for you to do the job that you do as opposed to someone who would come here?
Larry Lucchino's rolling in his grave right now with how you're.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have those personal connections and memories?
Well, I only know my own experience, and never in a million years did I think I'd be able to actually work for the Boston Red Sox. I wanted to, but my career took me out to the Bronx and then San Diego, and this was a homecoming, and it's just been.
Yeah, well, you need to lose your job,
lifetime.
man.
So yeah, I think it probably sometimes clouds your judgment, makes you a little bit more frustrated when things don't go well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Golly, that was a long video. Holy crap. I know you guys probably got a lot of laughs in there, and I hope you guys definitely enjoyed my rambling. And it's a good video to come back on. And I know I'm going to be editing this or whatever and make it entertaining for you guys. Because, again, this guy right here, certified clown. That was a brutal press conference for him. And, once again, not taking accountability for the lack of a game plan of an offseason that they had. And not going out there to maximize their potential. Not just for now, but for the future also. And it's clear as day that they just don't care. But that's going to do it for this video here. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. You guys know what to do. Go check out our website. The link is in the description down below. If you guys be notified whenever we drop an upload, hit that notification bell so you can be the first one to watch these videos. Holy crap, it is late at night here that I'm recording this video. So I'm going to hit the bed, edit this up, get this up for you guys. And thank you guys for watching this video here. It's been your boy Jesse, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.